Look at these earwigs just like trying to pinch me. Today I'm going through a bunch of frames and equipment and just getting it ready to be stored for wintertime. And you know, I'll be scraping some frames out, some really junky ones. I'll be popping the foundation out. Some of these combs, these foundationless, they're like off center and the comb's all goofy looking. I'll be cutting those out, scraping a little bit. And if I find anything really interesting, I'm going to do some close-up and just show you how I take care of them as my chickens all run around. As you can see on this frame, it has wax moth damage on it here. I got earwigs popping out, all kind of crap. And it has this black plastic foundation under it. So there's no way to really just cut this comb out. Or you can kind of scrape this off. I guess some people do that. They scrape the wax off and try to re-wax the foundation, but I'm trying to get my little hobby here. Look at these earwigs just like trying to pinch me. I'm trying to get my whole setup here as close to 100% foundationless as possible. So what I do with these, I'm just popping this sucker right out of here. This is, man, there's a lot of earwigs in here. Look at them all. I just popped the whole thing out. That's done. Now I got a foundationless frame, so I'm just going to scrape this thing nice and clean, and then next year this will go in just like this. Maybe I'll put a starter strip at the top, maybe not. Let me just show you how I scrape them. This part here is kind of relaxing to me. I just like to take that wax off of there. The top part here, I just take that right off. Go down, get all this junk off the bottom. Oh, just get it off of there. The main thing I always want to get out is this propolis over here on the corners, or on the end, the sidebars, end bars, sidebars. Get this off of here. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Get that out of there so I don't have my bee space all messed up. People that have hundreds or thousands of colonies probably won't really care about doing this, but you know, if you just have a couple dozen, you got plenty of time to do this stuff. Scrape it off. You don't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be perfectly clean, but now this is nice and ready to go right into a swarm or something. Let them build that nice foundationless comb. I have a bin of foundation that I'm popping out here. Just throwing it in there. The wax moths are going to eat all that wax up, and then I can just pull the webs off and cut those up as starter strips, or just give them to somebody because I don't want them. Here's a foundationless frame with a starter strip. It's not bad looking. They didn't finish it. But if you can see these cells, they're humongous, just gigantic cells, even bigger than drone cells. And they're tilted way upward, so that tells me that these are storage cells where the bees are going to put honey. So I could use this one. It's not bad. It's a little wonky there, sticking out. The thickness is kind of weird. I can shave that off. And I can use this next year in an upper, you know, super. And they'll clean it, you know, polish it, make it real nice, fill it up with honey, and this will be a good frame. So I'll save this one. I'm not going to trash this comb. I'm still going to scrape off the propolis off the end bars and this little bit here at the bottom. I'm just weird like that. I don't like all that extra crap. Let's look at another one. Okay, here we have a medium. It's got the black foundation in it, but it's drawn pretty nicely. A little bit left over here to get. You can tell they had honey in here. I don't really like foundation, but this isn't bad. I'll still use this in a super. Let them put honey on here. I don't know if I didn't scrape this one. Let me scrape that off. There you go. And this one looks pretty good. I like this one. Here's a medium plastic acorn frame that I must have inherited in a frame swap. But you can see these earwigs in here. But this one's really trashy. It's just really yucky. Looks like maybe wax moths or beetle larvae might have chewed the bottoms of these cells out. So this is all junk. It's really dirty. I don't even know if scraping would work. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. Look at how, I guess since they ate the back part off, this is coming off really nice and easy. Okay, so that's not bad. I still don't really want to use this, so you know, I'll use it if I need some frames for a super and I feel like cleaning it. I'm gonna throw this to the chicken. But yeah, this isn't bad looking. It's all crumbly and gross. I don't know. I don't know if I'll use this. It's definitely not gonna be one of the first frames I use in a hive. And this side actually doesn't even look that bad, but I'm this far into ruining it, I might as well ruin it even more. Yeah, it comes off pretty easy. So I might be able to use this one. Maybe during a flow I'll wax it really well and just let them draw it and put it in the frame. I mean in this honey super. Damn, these earwigs are everywhere. This one here is really bad. They didn't even finish drawing it, and it looks like the aftermath of that one colony that I had slimed out that went queenless, lost their population, and then by the time I got in them, they were done. So they got like little wax moth cocoons on there and over here. Yeah, this is old and this is just junk. Oh, this side's terrible too. Yeah, it's all just yucky looking. I mean, bees would probably clean it, but I ain't putting them through all that. I'm popping this one out too. Once I pop foundation out of a frame, it never goes back in. I'll use the ones that still have foundation until I don't want them anymore. Once that foundation comes out, it's out forever. Scrape this. That's all you really have to do. Even if the whole colony got totally wax mothed out because you didn't get to it and the wax worms ate it all up, you can just pop that foundation out. Bees don't need it. Put a little starter strip in the top, going across the top. And you got a nice frame. Here's a foundationless frame of comb that I don't like it. It's all wonky here. It's way off center. If I put it into a box with other foundationless frames, it's gonna throw them off. This didn't even have a starter strip, but so this I'm just gonna melt down. I'm just gonna put in my wax melter. Just cut across the top, pop it out. Nothing to it. Take all this out. I'll ball all this up once I'm done filming this little clip and just throw it in my bucket of comb to be melted. And same thing as the other ones, just put that down, go across the top. Get it till it's nice and smooth, get all these little bits off. Get off the bottom. I like to get the propolis off the end bars. Get that off. Yeah. So there's still a little more scraping to do on there, but you get the idea. Perfectly good frame. There's some old yucky drawn foundation, all black and disgusting. I just sit over here and the bees are taking little particles off of it, I guess. packing their pollen baskets. I don't know what they do with these little chipped off pieces of wax, if they reuse them or what, but it's kind of interesting. Wax moth cocoons in here. Yeah, once I throw that into the bin, the wax moths eat that all up. It's gonna be nice and clean. Still not gonna use it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I got a couple hundred more frames to do, and I'll see you on the next one.